Good day, traders. This is Rich with some weekend action. It's 4:07 p.m., January 23rd, 2021. I hope everyone's having a great weekend, and I felt like doing this video. I mentioned it yesterday. I was going to discuss a Tradestation issue and how you might want to handle it going forward, as well as the GME craziness yesterday. This includes a trade I took and how I handled it, which was terrible compared to what was really happening because of my level 2 / data / computer / Tradestation. It's hard to tell. And if this happens on the new PC I'm looking to build, then I know it's not Tradestation, and I know it's just too much data to handle. But I'll show you something really interesting in this video. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. It was a good week this week, and I felt like doing a video today. It's freezing outside. Why not, right? Why not get a video out to you guys about these two things? Now, GME is a total different beast. You won't see that very often, but the data inflow is pretty important to watch in both of these. Like, this is all things you can face as a retail trader that I'm seeing. This is just what I'm seeing. I'm not like sharing anything new. This has probably been happening for years in different forms and fashions. I was trading in 2000 on like who knows what kind of Pentium 1 processor with 3 CRT monitors, and it was I thought I could do it with that. Now I have pretty high-end systems with crazy speeds. I mean, I think DSL was the big at that time, and I was getting a little bit faster than a modem, a dial-up, but it wasn't fast enough. And now I'm getting 500 megabits per second down. And it's just one of those things where you got to watch yourself. You got to set yourself up for the fastest speed possible that you can get, because we are up against the best. And when you're up against the best, it makes it very difficult to make money. So let's get into it. I'm going to discuss first the trade I took. This was Tuesday, I believe. Looking at the chart, 120. Today is the 23rd. So this is Wednesday. So hang on, because that's where I was a short week. All right, so this is the opening price 1 minute candle right here. I usually trade on 2, but this week I did a couple things with 1s. And also, you got to think of this as I have 2 more screens. I'm looking at different charts. So this will be a 1 or 2. And then over on my right side chart, I would have a 1 minute chart kind of so I can go back and forth. And then I have my daily down here. So LI's gapping up. You can see here at opening price 36.78. And we moved up to 36.87. I think what I was on point was that in pre-market 37 was my magic number. So once it hit 37, I was taking this trade, and we get momentum. We definitely get momentum. This is me doing a test order right here at 925, and that worked. So I'm thinking all systems go with Tradestation. So let's just see how this plays out. I'm going to pause, I'll rewind, and show you what I see. Okay, so I fast forward a little bit from the original printout. We have, well, it's actually only 15 seconds in, so we're good. This is my little timer here. Notice how price action is coming up to 37, and I push the button right there, okay? So I press the button at 37 limit. Notice the price action. I believe the best price we saw right when I clicked it was 92 on the ask. I'm looking at the prints. I don't think I ever saw 92 prints, but that's what's kind of freaking me out here, okay? So I don't see 92 prints. I saw the momentum moving up, and there's 89 prints, but then I hit the buy button, and there it is. So I'm hitting the buy button. I'm not seeing any 36. I'm getting in early, there's no doubt here, but I'm not seeing 92. So let's see here. Okay, so then it gets going. It's still moving. Everything's moving, but my order is stalled. It's in that send formation, sent. Not sending and received, but sent. Okay, so I'm going in with 400 shares at 37, and we're still watching level 2 move. The chart's moving. Everything else is moving. The matrix is moving. Remember, these are 5-cent interval, access interval. So here we are, 97, 99. So I'm okay right now, thinking, okay, this order is going to go through. You can see my arrow is on the cancel. I've seen this like 15 times on Tradestation, so I'm not in full panic, but I'm not comfortable if this were to flush, because now I know what to do if it does flush. So that's the whole point of this video. Okay, so here we go. It breaks through 37.18. I'm still not in. My pointer's on the cancel. Currently, my price should be 36.90, 89 maybe 92. That's what I'm thinking, because that's when I pressed the button and nothing really happened there. Of course, this all happens in a split second. So I'm not really, So now it's received. Okay, so now it says it's received 400 LI at 37. Normal cases, if it's right here, I would be jumped, right? I would not get the fill. But watch what happens here. The order gets, finger's still on the button here on the cancel, still not filled. So I think it was 46 seconds left in that bar. So we're like 20 seconds right now, maybe 25 seconds. Prints are in my favor. So at the moment, I'm okay because it's not against me, but at the same time, I'm not getting any sells off if I have a winning trade. So let's continue. And still says received. Now we're at 37.35. Order still not filled. Nothing's happening movement's happening. We're seeing the charts, we're seeing the prints, we're seeing LI move, and then all of a sudden we get the fill. Okay, so here's the fill. This is just what Tradestation does. I don't know why it glows both sides like that. It kind of freaks you out. So I'm filled, but notice my fill here. I know it's kind of dark. 437, fill was 36.91. So I did get filled a little bit higher on the bid ask that was shown when I ordered it. Remember, it was 92 on the ask. But I got a good fill there, I think. I'm not disappointed with that fill. I paid up a little bit because the price action was moving. By this price moving 50 cents in my favor now with 400 shares, I'm up pretty good. But I'm seeing the issues with Tradestation. So what do? What would you do? Okay, so immediately I put a sellout of 50 shares. And look, I go gray again. It's in cent mode, 50 shares in cent mode. I sent it at 37.30 when the price was actually printing 38s and 39s and 40s. So let's see what happens if I get a better fill there. My goal is to get a better fill. I put it down here just in case. And I'm in panic mode now. Even though I'm in the green light, I'm winning money on this trade. I'm up $87 at this moment. I decide, okay, I'll keep 50. Let's get rid of a 300 here. And I put an order in right below that one, just in case it falls down. Okay, so I just sent an order at 300 at 37.25. And let's just see what those fills are. So at this point, if these two sell, I should have, I don't know, because I'll have 50 left, maybe $160 on that trade. So notice how just focused on down here too, price is moving in my favor. There it goes. It just received, and the 50 sold at 37.37. So originally my order was at 37.30, right? But the price action was in the 40s. So that 50 shares got off with $22 and it filled it. But meanwhile, this order stuck and I'm just like, oh my God. So the stuck part doesn't say cent anymore because the other one filled and replaces this the taskbar or whatever, the trade manager bar. But the gray still has me thinking it's not received, it's just sent. So all of a sudden you'll see, so there it gets filled at 37.42. So even though I put that order in at 37.25 with 300 shares, look, 300 shares. You saw me put it in at 25 right here, okay? 25. Price was at 40. Spread was 41.42. And notice my fill it's at 37.42. So comfortably, I'm out with 350 shares of my 400. Now, if you're trading 5,000 share lots here, I would think you're panicking a little bit. I mean, you're not but at the same time, you have to trade it like you're in it. If you're using the matrix or whatever, if you're using Trade Manager or whatever. So assume the order was sent because you're connected to the server that you're in the trade. That's my point. The point is, if you're showing the gray and it's slowing down, don't cancel. Don't hit cancel. You can hit close and you'll get a market order. But if you hit a limit order with the price like way up here and you put a limit order where I'm about to put it here, you're going to get out of the trade. The order's going to get sent. There's just a mass flow of orders coming into the market makers and the Tradestation and everything else, and it's just not clearing. You would think in these times that we would have supercomputers that are just kind of pumping all these orders left and right, and everything will be good. So let's just see. I put 50 out more, I think about right now, because I'm just like, I'm getting out of this thing. I don't trust it. But things kind of level out, and I believe when I send this order, Tradestation is functioning at a normal capacity, like it's selling things on time. And after this trade was over, everything else was working just fine throughout the rest of the day. And this happens once in a while, but I'm still sketched out. So I kind of I have 50 shares, worst case scenario, it drops 50 cents. I'm not going to lose that much money. But now I kind of want to be like, okay, I want to be in this thing. I want this thing to go. So let's stay in it. It tries to get out the 50 here. I don't know if it breaks it or not. No, it does. I put 25 up there, and I don't know I forget if I get filled. Maybe just shy of it. And, so I get out with 50 shares left. It's received 25. So they received that quick. So that's another thing. So this was sent and received quick, this 25 here. So I'm comfortable again that price action is working with Tradestation and I can get out of these last shares. However, price starts going against me and I start dumping shares and so forth, like a normal trade. But the point of this video is just to show you that if you get in a trade that goes against, see how that one quick, I canceled there. That canceled quick. It sent the cancel fast. And then I think I just get out like, okay, screw it. I'm just done. That if you're in the trade, whether it goes with you or against you, act like you're in it, even if it's gray and it's sending, assuming you had a price that was going to get filled, because if I didn't get filled, or if the price was above 37 when I hit the limit, problem is it could be above you and come back and hit you on the way back down. Now, I play a lot of my trades where I'm trying to buy the price as it's going up, right? So in that case, I was comfortable knowing that I was going to get a fill there. So if I had put sells out playing that I wasn't filled, it would think I was wanting to short the stock. So that's the other issue. You can turn shorting off as one option. You can do that in Tradestation. And in this case, you just got to play it the way you want, the best you can, and be comfortable. Don't panic. If you want to just get out, hit the close button. But I'd recommend using a limit order like below the price at the time. And hopefully you'll get a fill. The market order will definitely go through. It's just a matter of where it will go through. And in this case, I would have been fine, even if I had a call, because we're talking like 4 minutes later, because it's still above my entry. But eventually it does drop below 37. I've talked about this in the past on Tesla and Boeing. So check out those videos. It's somewhere on the channel. And hopefully this helps you. So let's get into the next one. So this video is not too long. But I hope this helps kind of show you that you need to be, comfortable with price action moving, even though your orders are stuck. Okay. And this happens to every broker. So that's that. Okay. Let's go into GME here. Okay, so this is GME. I fast forward a short video. I think it's only 50 seconds or something like that, 44 seconds. Huge short squeeze on GME, if you're not aware, on Friday. Insane moves. People were making millions with contracts and options, like with minimal money. I mean, $10,000 could have gotten you like $1 million on, even more. Who knows? But the whole Citron thing, people were jumping on the short squeeze here, and I missed this move here. I was looking at these 5-minute inside bars, which are super pretty, and taking the break here. But I thought it already made its run. I mean, who knew a GME was going to keep going, right? So to clarify, I'm over on this, over to the right. I have a 1-minute chart. I'm looking for an entry, and my entry looks like 59.50 at the price breaks with 200 shares, because this thing is just cooking. So let's just watch what happens here. It's cooking here. It's cooking, right? Super fast on level 2, super fast prints, and things look kind of normal, right? They look kind of, normal speed, high frequency right here. But all right, I see it and I enter. Okay, so here, don't worry about that. Let me get rid of that for a second. Okay, I hope that's part of the screen goes away. All right, it's not going to go away. So right now, I'm in for 200 shares. I'm up $100. Price is showing 60, right? Or 59.98, and then 59.98 prints. So let's just see what happens here. Okay. I didn't pause fast enough. Did not pause fast enough. Okay. This is the issue I'm having. Come on. All right. 59, 60 prints. I kind of panic. I'm going to play it first. Watch what happens. Just stops. Did you notice how it just froze over here? I know it's quick. Let's do it again. Watch how it just freezes over here. It moves and then it freezes. Wait, didn't go far enough back. Gosh, I'm slow today. Okay, watch it freeze. Freeze. What just happened? Right? It just froze there, right? Now watch this time. Watch the chart. Watch the chart. Freeze. Boom. 60.68. So when it froze there, I sold. I sold my shares. And it was 200 shares for $191. But notice the price. My sale was for 60.44, and price went up. It's still going right now, right? So price is still going right now. It's like 61 here. Just insanity. And yeah, I probably could have gotten more off there. I mean, we're back at 60.40, so, but I probably could have sold it a little bit differently there. Eventually, this price kind of flux down and goes below my entry. So, not a bad entry, not a bad exit. I just thought, we're at 61.40. My entry is 59.50. So that kind of tells you what happened there. So a lot of information, a lot of data was coming into GameStop at this particular time. And obviously, Tradestation, my computer, what have you, couldn't handle all of that information, and it had me a little bit flustered. I know it was only for 200 shares, but this thing was moving at a point at a time. So let me show you that. Okay, so I had a quick glitch on the recording, so I'm redoing this section, and we're looking at GameStop after a halt at 73.09 after the huge move. Here's the inside bar. Here is my entry earlier on at the 59.50, and then went up to like 61.70 or so, flushed down, and then went back up. And now we're squeezing up to halting territory. So let's get into it here and show you what happens after the halt. You can see how price action kind of moves around. So we're getting chart action before we're getting prints. Now we're getting prints and we're getting level 2 movement, but it's so quick that if you're entering here, who knows where your fill's going in, and you really need to be careful. Otherwise, you're just gambling, and at this point, I think you are gambling. Because, yeah, you can hit buy right here at the market. We're looking at dollar spreads, and then you're down $1, or even $2. 68 shows on the left side. Just watch the prints. It just gets insane. So here we go. Watch the price action kind of pause a lot. It just choppiness, just chink, 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 pink, kink, clank. You just, it's kind of hard to follow. And if you watch the chart, that's one thing, but you really need to watch the level 2 and the prints going off. So there's just 71 prints and 68 prints on the same screen almost. And eventually this thing just pops. And that's where it really locks up. And that's where it got my attention big time right there. See how it's locking up right there? And then it just took off. It's hitting 75. There's another lockup. And then it's hitting 76. So that pause is pretty interesting stuff to watch out for in the future. It happens on the downward move too. I've seen it happen on Tesla. I've seen it happen on big moving stocks that are getting hammered. They pause and then all that data comes in. And then, we see prices way below where it was. So in this case, we definitely saw price action fluctuate so much. It just choppy. It just went from 71 to 68 right there. So yeah, we've seen price action move really fast on rug pulls and things like that. But a $68 stock, $75 stock, this thing was moving really quick. And I just wanted to share that with you. Maybe you caught that as well, or you saw that as well. And I'd like to know if you did or not, and how yours looked at the time. So that pretty much sums it up. I recommend recording your trades for two reasons. Obviously, you can learn from them, being the main one. And the second one, it can help you out if you do get in a situation where you have a stuck order like I did in the beginning of the video, and you need to show Tradestation or whatever broker you have. Like, look, I pressed the button. You can see my orders just sitting there. And if you lose a ton of money, hopefully they'll make it right. Usually they don't. But, that's just something we have to deal with as a retail trader, and something to keep in mind. And then this, just GME, if you're trading this and you're trading this on the open market with craziness like this, you be prepared to take big hits. I mean, I got really lucky with the 191 gain on 200 shares in about 30 seconds. Obviously, it could have been much bigger. And then if I really held to this spike, it could have been, a 15-point gainer in 15, 20 minutes. And that's including a halt. So sometimes you got to be in it to win it. No risk it, no biscuit. And, be prepared for some more price action this week. I'm looking forward to it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. Again, this is Rich. Have a good one, and we will see you soon.